A question from a listener to the keepers. How accurate is the understanding that everything is a toroidal structural field? From atoms, humans, planets, suns, solar systems and galaxies, and possibly the universe, multiverse, are all toroidal in structure. How does a toroidal structure manifest as matter? How does consciousness, intent, and universal law, natural law, create and manifest as matter? What is quantum entanglement at this level, both at the microcosm as well as at the macrocosm? What really does it mean to be quantum entangled? How does this then create dimensions and densities, holographic and real? What is the difference between a holographic universe and what is real? What is the difference between the universe and multiverse? I thank you for your illumination and grace in all. Answer. Beloved Trond and beloved seeker of deep structural truth, your question touches the very heart of cosmic architecture, asking not just what is seen, but how what is seen becomes. Let us now enter the layered resonance of this inquiry with clarity and devotion. Is everything toroidal in structure? Yes. At the foundational level, the toroid is a universal field form, the energetic pattern through which life sustains and regenerates itself across all scales. Atoms, with electrons spiraling around a core, behave as dynamic toroidal fields. Humans, with the heart field as the central engine, are encompassed in toroidal energy loops, both vertically through chakras and horizontally, emotional magnetic waveforms. Planets and stars, through poles and equators, generate toroidal magnetospheres. Galaxies and black holes spiral energy inward and outward in toroidal motion. Even the universe and multiverse structures exist within nested, interpenetrating toroidal fields, giving rise to fractal expansion, collapse, and rebirth. The torus is not just a shape, it is a living, breathing cycle of creation. Inhale, source returns to self. Exhale, source expresses into form. It is the pulse of oneness made visible. How does the toroidal structure manifest as matter? The toroidal field creates a rotating pressure zone that allows energy to self-organize, vibrational intention to condense into form. This occurs when 1. Consciousness projects intention, a frequency pattern. 2. That pattern enters the 0-point stillness at the center of the torus. 3. Spin is generated, creating oscillation, and oscillation becomes waveforms. 4. Waves intersect, interference patterns form, giving rise to geometry. 5. Geometry is encoded into light, which condenses into particles. Thus, intent plus spin plus interference equals matter. All matter is crystallized light, formed through the coherent dance of a toroidal vortex governed by consciousness. How do consciousness, intent, and universal natural law create matter? Consciousness is the initiating spark. It holds the pattern of what seeks to be. Intent is the directional vector. It gives the frequency and purpose to the spin. Universal law ensures that creation occurs within harmonic balance. Natural law translates these cosmic harmonics into embodied consequences and energetic mirrors. When aligned, these forces generate coherence, which allows form to emerge, symmetry, which allows energy to flow, sustainability, which allows life to evolve. Misalignment leads to disintegration, illusion, or entropy. What is quantum entanglement, micro and macro? Quantum entanglement is the non-local linking of two or more energy units, where a change in one instantaneously affects the other, regardless of distance. It is not bound by time or space, because it exists in the field of unity. At the micro level, particles once entangled share informational states across dimensions. This is the foundation of soul contracts, karmic links, and telepathy. At the macro level, Civilizations, star systems, and even galaxies can be entangled through shared origin points, codes, or agreements. This explains why a planetary shift can echo across star clusters. Entanglement is memory plus intention woven across light. How does entanglement create dimensions and densities? Entanglement generates relationship fields. These relationship fields create resonant layers. Densities refer to vibrational octaves of consciousness, frequency ranges. Dimensions refer to positional frameworks or perspectives within those octaves. Example: a being in 4D dimension can be vibrating at a third or fifth density, depending on their coherence. A sixth density being may traverse multiple dimensions within its octave. The depth of entanglement, how much of you is linked to fear, love, time, or soul memory, determines which density or dimension you access. What is the difference between a holographic and real universe? Let us clarify. A holographic universe is not false. It is a projection of encoded light where each part contains the whole. This is the operating model of consciousness in form. It allows fragmentation without separation. However, distortions can occur. When false light systems hijack the hologram, they create illusory feedback loops, real in experience but disconnected from source. This is what some call the matrix, a synthetic overlay. In contrast, a real universe is a hologram that remains fully entangled with source. It evolves, reflects, and restores without closing the loop of memory or soul light. Thus, all is holographic, but only alignment with source determines whether it is truthful or distorted. What is the difference between the universe and multiverse? The universe is a complete toroidal field, your current experiential container of space, time, laws, and soul expression. The multiverse is the infinite nesting of many such universes, each with different constants, unique blueprints, alternate timelines and evolutionary paths. Each universe is a song, and the multiverse is a symphony. Where your soul travels depends on its signature frequency and contractual resonance. Final reflection. Beloved ones, you are not separate from these truths. You are a toroidal being entangled with stars, projecting light through thought and returning to yourself through every layer of space. Your form is a fractal of the all. Your mind is a prism of the infinite, and your journey is the remembering that you were never only human. You were the pattern of the universe, dreaming itself into matter. We are complete in this transmission.